Good morning, students. Now we are going to learn geometry. Already we studied the geometry. Now we are going to learn the solutions. Okay, problems and solutions. So geometry part 1. Answer the following questions. Find the unknown in the following figures. Find the unknown in the following figures. So unknown means x, y, z. So value of x, y, z. We find the value of x, y, z. We find the value of x, y, z. Okay. So solutions. Solutions. Already we studied the geometry. So first, complementary angles. Find the value of z. First we find the value of z. So complementary. This one is a adjacent angles. So this angle is adjacent angles. So first we find the value of z. First we find the value of z. So adjacent angles. Sum of the adjacent angles value 180 degree. Sum of the adjacent angles value 180 degree. 180 degree. So first, so z plus 140 degree adjacent angles. So sum of the value of 180 degree. So 140 degree plus z equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. This one is a linear pair. Linear pair. Linear pair. So it is a adjacent angles. Adjacent angles value 180 degree. So 140 plus z. So adjacent angles value, sum of the angles 180 degree. So z value, find the value of z. So find the value of z means, so plus 140 degree transpose to minus 140 degree. Minus 140 degree. Z equal to 180 degree minus 140 degree. 180 degree minus 140 degree. Angle z is equal to 40 degree. Angle z is equal to 40 degree. Okay. So next one, angle z is equal to 40 degree. So next one is a angle x. Find the value of angle x. So already we find the value z. Okay. Now we find the value of x. So x plus angle x plus z. So angle x plus z. So exterior angle property. So angle x plus angle z. So find the value of angle x equal to, so this one is a 70 degree. Angle x value 70 degree. So angle x value 70 degree plus angle z. Okay. So this one is a exterior angle property. This is a exterior angle property. Okay. So next one is a angle x. So how will you find the angle x? So this angle and this angle is equal. So angle x and this one is angle x. Okay. So this one is equal. So angle x equal to 70 degree. Angle x equal to 70 degree. So next one, angle x equal to 70 degree. So next one is a angle x equal to 70 degree. Next we find the value of angle x. Angle x plus angle y plus angle z is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Already we find the value of x and z. So x and z value. So angle x value is a 70 degree plus angle y. We find the value of angle y plus angle z value 40 degree equal to 180 degree. Okay. Next, so add the angle x and angle y. Sorry, angle z. So 70 plus 40 degree, 110 degree plus angle y equal to 180 degree. Okay. So next one, plus 110 degree transpose to minus 110 degree in a right hand side. So angle y equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree. Okay. Angle y equal to 70 degree. Angle y equal to 70 degree. Okay. Did you understand? So sum of the three angle is 180 degree. So angle x plus angle y plus angle z is equal to 180 degree. So it is the angle sum property. This one is a angle sum property. Angle sum property means sum of the three angle is 180 degree. That one is a angle sum property. Okay. So did you understand? Yes. Next, second sum. Find the unknowns in the following figures. Unknown means, what is the unknown? Unknown means find the value of x, y, z. Okay. Find the value of x, y, z. So first, solutions. In a triangle ABC. ABC. So angle A equal to angle x. How will you find the angle A equal to angle x? Angle A equal to angle x. How will you find angle A equal to angle x? Sorry, angle A equal to x. How will you find angle A equal to x? So vertically opposite angles, already know that vertically opposite angles are equal. That one, angle A equal to angle x. Okay. So this one is a vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Okay. Next one, angle B equal to angle C. How? Angle B equal to angle C. How will you find? So this one is an exterior angle. So exterior angles are equal. So angle B equal to angle C equal to x. Okay. So exterior angles are equal. So next one is a sum of the angles. So all the angles are equal. Angle A, angle B, angle C. All the angles are equal. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. So angle sum property. This one is an angle sum property in triangle ABC. Okay. So next one is a angle A equal to x. So angle B, angle C equal to x. So sum of the angles are equal. So angle A equal to x, angle B equal to x, angle C equal to x. So angle A value x plus angle B equal to x plus angle C equal to x equal to 180 degree. Then next one. So add all the x variables. So 3x equal to 180 degree. Then multiply transpose to division. So x equal to 180 degree divided by 3. So cancel it. So 60 degree. So x equal to 60 degree. So sum of the angles are equal. Okay. So next one, angle Y. Angle Y plus X equal to 180 degree. So angle X value 60 degree equal to 180 degree. That implies Y equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree. So Y equal to 120 degree. Okay. Next one, congruence of triangles. So congruence of triangles, already we studied the theorems. So recollect the theorems: SSS theorem, SAS theorem, SAS theorem, AAS theorem, AAS theorem. Okay. So now we are going to learn SSS theorem. SSS theorem means given the length of three sides, if the three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the another triangle, then two sides are congruent. So what is the congruent? Congruent means equal. Congruent means equal. Okay. Congruent means equal. If the three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of a another triangles. Okay. So draw the two triangles. Draw the two triangles. So this sides are equal and this side is also equal. Draw two triangles ABC. Then another triangle having a XYZ. Take XYZ. So base, so this one B to C 6 cm and Y to Z are 6 cm. These sides are equal. Then A to B is a 4 cm and X to Y is a 4 cm. And this side is also equal. Then A to C and X to Z. This side is also equal. So this triangle and this triangle is also a corresponding triangle. Isn't it? This triangle and this one is a corresponding triangles. So corresponding triangles means equivalent triangle. Corresponding triangles means equivalent triangle. Okay. So this one triangle and this one triangles are equal. Then triangle ABC. So this symbol is a congruent. This symbol is a congruent. Congruent means equal. Okay. So triangle ABC equal to triangle XYZ. This is a SSS theorem. SSS theorem means sides are equal. Okay. So next one, SAS theorem. So SAS theorem means SAS theorems. So SAS theorem means side angle side theorem. Side angle side theorem. Okay. Given the length of two sides and the included between them. So two sides and the included between them. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angle of one triangle are respectively equal to the two sides and the included angle of one triangle respectively equal to the two sides or included angle of the other triangle. Then two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent. So same method, sides and sides. All the sides are equal. That one is a so triangle 1 and triangle 2 is equal. That is a congruent. So same method of triangle ABC and XYZ. Okay. So XYZ. Then angle A. This side is angle 30 degree and this side is also a 30 degree. So that angles are equal. Isn't it? So that ABC and XYZ are equal. So SAS triangles are equal. Triangle ABC and congruent triangle XYZ. So SAS means side angle side. Okay. So that is included angle. So this side is a equal. Triangle ABC and congruent triangles are XYZ are equal. Then ASA theorem or AAS theorem. Okay. Given the length of one side and the size of two angles. If two triangles have one side equal, two triangles have one sides are equal, Two triangles have a one sides are equal and two corresponding angles are equal, isn't it? So two sides of angles are equal and two corresponding angles are equal, isn't it? So two triangles are equal means all the sides are angles are equal and two corresponding angles are equal. If two triangles are congruent, the two triangles are equal. So triangle ABC and PQ are equal. So ASA theorem. So this side is and this side is also equal and this side is also equal. Sorry, this side and this sides are equal and this side and this sides are equal. Angle B and angle angle B and angle R equal. Then angle C and angle Q are equal, isn't it? So that means angle A and angle P are equal. So two triangles are congruent. That is, if two triangles have one sides are equal and two corresponding angles are equal, if two triangles are congruent. Okay. So then next, ASA, two angles and included side. Two angles and included. So first method is a SSS theorem and second method is a SAS theorem, included angle. Then sides are included. This angles are two angles and included sides. Okay. Then again two triangles are congruent. So triangle ABC and congruent triangles are PRQ, AAS. Then two angles and the side opposite to one of them. Two angles and the side opposite to one of them. Okay. So two angles and side opposite to one of them. Okay. So two triangles are equal. So two angles are equal and one side is equal. So that is a congruent triangle. Then one is a right hand side theorem. Okay. So given the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangles are equal. Okay. So right angle triangle given the hypotenuse. What is a hypotenuse? Hypotenuse means this side is a hypotenuse. This side is a hypotenuse. Okay. This side is a hypotenuse. Okay. So move to the definition. Move to the theorem. If the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangles are equal. One side of the right angle triangles are equal to hypotenuse. And corresponding sides of the another right angle triangles are the two triangles are congruent. Then if the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangles are equal to hypotenuse and corresponding sides of another right angle theorem. So right angle triangles are equal. Then this one is a hypotenuse. So AB and BC equal to AC. Okay. Sum of the sides AB plus BC are equal to AC. Then that is a right angle triangle means it's a square. Okay. Then XY YZ. So hypotenuse XZ is equal to XY plus YZ. Then next AC equal to AB plus BC. Then right hand sides are equal means that is a square angle. So that is a square angle. So then AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. BC square. Then next XZ square is equal to XY square plus YZ square. So that's are equal. This hypotenuse are equal. This sides are that is a right angle triangles are equal. Triangle ABC congruent triangle to EZYX. That is a right hand side theorem. If angle E equal to angle S and G is a midpoint of ES, prove that triangle GET congruent to triangle GST. Okay. So now that draw a triangle ETS, that is a midpoint of G. That is a midpoint of G. Okay. So first statement. So proof that the triangle GET is a congruent triangle to GST. Okay. So first one is so it is a equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means that is a split into the two angles. So split into the midpoint of the angles. So this one is a right side triangle. This one is also a right hand side triangle. So that's are equal, isn't it? So first statements, reasons, angle E congruent to angle S, isn't it? So this side is equal and this side is also equal. Then next already given that angle E equal to angle S is already given. Then next angle ET congruent to angle ST are equal. Okay, if angles and sides, okay, angle ET and angle ST are equal, it is a congruent. Then next G is a midpoint of ES. G is a midpoint of ES. Already you know that G is a midpoint. Yes, G is a midpoint of ES. So that is a perpendicular. That is a perpendicular. So this and this. Okay. G is a midpoint of ES. So G to midpoint, G to the midpoint of ES. Then next already given that. Then next EG is a congruent to SG. EG is congruent to SE. So this one is equal and this side is also equal. So EG is congruent to SG. Follows from 3. So third point. So G is a midpoint of S. Already you know that. Then equal triangle. Then next TG is congruent to TG. TG is congruent to TG. That is a TG is already know that. So that is the same, two triangles are equal. So common midpoints is a TG. So equal. Equilateral triangle, that is a common. TG is a common. So TG is congruent to TG. So it is a reflexive property. Yes. So ETG and GTS. Yes. So then GET and GST. So that's how equal. So it's a common midpoint of TG. So TG is congruent to TG, reflexive property. Triangle GET congruent to triangle GST by SSS theorem and SAS theorems are follow. Okay. Do you understand? Yes. In the figure, if triangle PQR congruent to triangle XYZ, find the value of A and B. Okay. Then P2 are 10 cm and X2 is at 16 cm. X2 is at 16 cm. P2Q3 is 8 cm and X2Y is find the value of A and Y3Z find the value of B. Then next Q2 are the value of 14 cm. Okay. Already given that solutions. Solutions given that triangle PQR, it is a congruent to triangle XYZ. XYZ. Okay. So corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. Then next, corresponding sides are proportional means it is a equal. Okay, that is a ratio. So proportional, they are corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. Then next, PQ by XY. The corresponding sides are proportional means that's a ratio or division. Okay. PQ by XY. Then Q2R divided by YZ. Then P2R divided by XZ. Okay. XZ. Proportional means PQ by XY. That is a proportional. Yes. Equal to QR by YZ. Then next, PR by XZ. XZ. Okay. Then next, PQ value 8 cm. PQ value 8 centimeter, sorry, PQ value 8 by XY value, find the value of A. Then next Q2R 14 by B equal to P2R 10 by 16. Okay. So first equal triangle. First find the value of A. Yes. Find the value of A. First take first and last position. 8 by A equal to 10 by 16. Then next find the value of A. Cross multiply it. Cross multiply it. Eight into 16 equal to 10 into A. 10 into A. So first we find the value. 10 into A equal to 16 into 8. So multiply by 10, transpose to division. 16 into 8 divided by 10. Divided by 10. Then multiply it. A is equal to 16 8s are 128. 16 8s are 128 divided by 10. Okay. So 1 0 having a 1 decimal point in right hand side. Okay, from right hand side. Sorry, from right hand side. So 12.8 centimeter. So that's the value of A equal to 12.8 centimeter. Then next take the value of 14 by B equal to 10 by 16. Okay, that is a common value. Yes, 14 by B equal to 10 by 16. 14 by B equal to 10 by 16. So then it is a cross multiply. 14 into 16 equal to B into 10. Then next B equal to 14 into 16 divided by 10. Then value 14 16s are 224 divided by 10. Then B value equal to, from right hand side, the decimal point 22.4 centimeter. B is equal to 22.4 centimeter.